Today, our St. Louis Dragons will officially start their very first season. We will open up on the road against the Washington Commanders, and then we've got our home opener against the New York Giants. In the last episode, we kicked off our Madden 24 franchise mode with the St. Louis Dragons, going over the expansion draft and all of our new players on the roster. In case you missed that episode and would like a more in-depth start to this series, I will leave a card at the top right of the screen for you to go and check out. Obviously, it goes without saying that our team is not the best, and we've got a lot of work to do. That starts with Week 1 on the road against the Washington Commanders, who had a quarterback battle in the offseason, which was ultimately won by Sam Howell, and he will be making the start today. I really want to key in on stopping the run. We're going to make Sam Howell beat us and not let them ram the ball down our throats. Offensively, I think it's important that we get the pass game moving early. We've got to see what Zach Wilson is made of, and I think the intermediate area of the field is going to be our best bet. It should be a fun one here as we kick off the inaugural season of St. Louis Dragons football with our very first game on the road against the Washington Commanders. This is one of the more winnable games on the Dragons schedule, and I'm curious to see how they will perform today against the Commanders team that finished in last place in the NFC East a year ago. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, has this ball teed off, and Season 1 of the Dragons franchise is underway. This one will be caught in the end zone by Byron Pringle, who will take a kneel down, and we'll get our first look at the Dragons' defense as it is a 3rd and 3. Sam Howell appears to be calling an audible as he will look to throw it up the middle, connects with Terry McLaurin. The Pro Bowl receiver brings it to the 34-yard line. Nice first down for the Commanders. Following play, here's Howell. Under pressure, he is sacked. Rock Ya-Sin, the slot corner, comes out through the nickel and makes the play, bringing down the quarterback. 2nd and 18 now. Howell goes short. It's caught by John Bates, the tight end, with a first down to the 20 as he's wrapped up by Devin White. You can't let the underneath part of the field be that wide open if you're the Dragons defense. 2nd and goal from the 9. Howell connects with his running back, Brian Robinson Jr., and he is in for a touchdown. The first drive in Dragons history, they allow a touchdown. Not ideal. So now we will get our first look at the offense led by Zach Wilson as he hands it off for D'Onta Foreman, who loses about 2 or 3. Not a great start. Jonathan Allen brings him down, and it is a 3rd and 5. Play action fake. Wilson looks to throw it. Scrambling on the run. It's broken up in the secondary by the rookie out of Mississippi State, Emmanuel Forbes, who was drafted in the 1st round this past April by the Commanders. Washington has it back. Here's McLaurin wide open up the middle with a nice move. He'll bring you to the 36-yard line. Sam Howell so far is dealing against this defense. He looks phenomenal while the Dragons coverage looks lost. 3rd and 4. Short pass is going to be broken up, incomplete. So the defense will get the stop. And so that'll bring out the field goal unit. It's Four Eyes himself, Rodrigo Blankenship, from 47 yards out. The kick is up, and it is good. The Commanders will extend the lead. It's now 10-0. Not a particularly great start for the St. Louis Dragons as they look to rebound on drive number 2. Wilson is running for his life, and he somehow gets it to D'Onta Foreman, who will bring it to the 49 for a gain of 24 yards. I have no clue how that play worked, but it did. 3rd and 5 now. Wilson under some pressure. He is sacked, loses the ball, and it's quickly scooped up by the offensive line. Chase Young is the one who makes the play for Washington. The Commanders will get it back with under 2 to go in the quarter. McLaurin wide open up the middle of the field. Terry McLaurin so far has been uncoverable. Whether it's been Okuda or Farley covering him, he just keeps getting open. First play of the 2nd quarter is a 3rd and 10, and it's dropped. Devin White had it in his hands, but he's unable to haul in the interception. The defense does get the stop, though, and forces a punt. Drive number 3 for the offense. The first 2 did not go so well, and this one will not end well either. Zach Wilson gets only 4 yards back to D'Onta Foreman, who's wrapped up by Cameron Curl. So the Commanders will get the ball back, looking to add to their lead. Howell looks to throw it up the middle. It's caught by the tight end, Logan Thomas. Down the field, breaks a couple of tackles, and he will bring it to the 45-yard line. Washington has barely tried to run the ball today. They are throwing it so well. Sam Howell looks like he is in his zone. Robinson trucks a defender, and he will get it to the 41-yard line for a nice first down run. We've got around 6 minutes to go here in the first half as it is a 2nd and 8 from the 39. Howell will connect with McLaurin again, who is lit up by Damar Hamlin, but not before bringing it into the red zone. The Commanders are going to look to add to their lead here on 1st and goal. Howell's going to dump it off short for Brian Robinson, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the first half. And the Commanders add to their lead. It's now 17-0. St. Louis's offense has to wake up at some point, right? They have barely been able to move the ball down the field. Here's Deontay Foreman to the left side with a nice run to the 40. Foreman has gotten a majority of the carries so far over DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Swift is in the game here on 3rd and 10. As Zach Wilson will look to throw it. He's under pressure. Has an open man up the middle. It's Michael Thomas who brings it to the 41. Nice first down conversion from Wilson to Thomas. Hopefully those two continue to connect here in the early going of the season. 3rd and 5. Short pass is hauled in by DeAndre Swift, who brings it to the 24 for a first down. 2nd and 6 now from the 7. Handoff for Swift, and he is quickly hit for a loss of 3. Jamin Davis, the former first-round linebacker, brings him down, and it's 3rd and 9. Clyde Edwards-Helaire drops the open pass. Could that have been a touchdown if he caught it? Certainly possible. Instead, the Dragons will be forced to kick. The very first points in St. Louis Dragons history is a field goal from Cameron Dicker. It would have been nice if the points came a little bit earlier than, the final minute of the first half, but beggars can't be choosers. Under 30 seconds to go in the half now, the Commanders are looking to add to their lead. Sam Howell looks to throw it. He'll get it to Logan Thomas, who makes an incredible grab. Washington would call their final timeout. They've got to be smart with how they navigate the clock since there's only 21 seconds left. Here is Howell under a lot of pressure. He'll go short. It's caught by Thomas. Down the field, he is wrapped up out of bounds at the 26. Rock Ya-Sin should have made that play way earlier, and now the Commanders find themselves in field goal range. 43-yard try for Rodrigo Blankenship is good, and the Commanders lead it 20-3 going into halftime. Before we resume, we will take a look at our halftime report around the rest of the league. We'll start in Pittsburgh. The Niners are the favorites to win the NFC West, but so far they're really struggling. This touchdown by Najee Harris would put the Steelers ahead 10-0. We'll see if the Niners can get upset here on Week 1 for a second straight year. In Cleveland, the Browns' offense has gone rampant. Deshaun Watson, well-known woman respecter, has been pretty good. Nick Chubb, meanwhile, has ran for 3 touchdowns, along with 80 yards here in the first half. It's 28-14 Cleveland. And finally, the debuts of Bryce Young and Bijan Robinson down in Atlanta. The edge so far has gone to the number 1 pick. Bryce Young would connect with DJ Chark for his first NFL touchdown. The Panthers lead 7-0. As we go into the second half, we obviously are not playing well. We've got to run the ball better. We've got to throw the ball better. I think we've really got to key in on the passing game, though, because, we're losing, and we're probably going to have to throw the ball a lot in the second half. I really want to get the short game going, as that's where Zach Wilson has really struggled. Defensively, I feel like it would make the most sense to try to stop the run, because Washington's winning. But here's the thing. Our defense has gotten cooked by Sam Howell, and they're not even really trying to run the ball. So the St. Louis Dragons will open up the third quarter with the ball as it's a 3rd and 10. Wilson up the middle, connects with Michael Thomas, who brings it to the 46. Good throw by Wilson, one of the best plays of the day so far for the offense. It's now a 3rd and 9 here from the 30. Wilson up the middle again, gets it to Will Disley, who is just short of the first down marker. It's 4th and inches. I feel like, what does this team have to lose? You got to be aggressive and go for it. DeAndre Swift with the ball. He will gain around 3 or 4, and that's all he needs to keep the drive going. He would suffer a minor injury on the play, but it's going to be nothing serious. 2nd and goal from the 2. It's a handoff to Sean Tucker. He is in for a touchdown. The first ever St. Louis Dragons touchdown is scored by Sean Tucker on his first NFL carry. Welcome to the pros, young man. Sean Tucker is pleased to bring this lead down to 10. Can the Dragons potentially make it a game? Well, they've got to get a stop here at some point defensively. It's a 2nd and 2 for Washington. Pitch to the outside for Robinson. Gets by a defender. Breaks a tackle. Robinson still alive as he gets it to the 49-yard line. A big run for B-Rob. Following play here, the Commanders nearing midfield. Their offense is in the midst of another really solid drive up to this point. Howell looks to throw it. He has time, now under pressure, and he somehow connects with his tight end, Logan Thomas, who's been arguably the best player on the field. Logan Thomas looks unbelievable so far for the Commanders. From the 32-yard line with under 4 to go in the third, after some motion, Howell on first down up the middle. It's caught by Thomas again. His 10th reception of the game. He'll bring you to the 12. It's a 3rd down and 5 now from the 6. Can the Commanders punch it in the end zone and extend the lead? Howell will connect with Scary Terry McLaurin. The Commanders find the end zone, and they now lead this game 27-10. The Dragons get it back here. First play of the new drive. Wilson drops back. He will connect with Michael Thomas. The pass nearly intercepted by Emmanuel Forbes, who's known for his ball skills, but is unable to make the play there. 3rd and 6 now. Wilson rolls out to the right side. Tries to get it to Shakir, who makes an incredible catch. What a grab by Khalil Shakir to keep the drive going. From the 46, Wilson under pressure. He'll be sacked on the play. Chase Young and Montez Sweat with half a sack each. Unfortunately, though, for Washington, Deron Payne hurt on the play. 3rd and 17. It's caught by Will Dissly, and he will get the first down. Great play after the catch there by the veteran tight end as we move into the 4th. It is a 3rd and 9 for the Dragons. St. Louis is going to go for the surprise play call, a run up the middle. Deontay Foreman gains 4. So that'll make it a 4th and 5. A field goal would make it a 2-possession game. But again, the Dragons feel like, what do we have to lose? Why not be aggressive? Pass will be caught for a first down by Will Dissly. Good throw by Zach Wilson, and that'll keep the drive going. Following play from the 24 now. Wilson looks to throw it once more. His pass is caught by Michael Gallup. He'll bring it to the 11. The offense seems to be getting more comfortable as this game has gone along. I think Zach Wilson has really improved throughout the day. 3rd and goal, handoff for Foreman. He does not get it, gaining maybe a yard as he's wrapped up by Cody Barton. That'll make it a 4th and goal. Again, why not go for it? As it's a handoff for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he will not get it. The Commander defense with the stop. I chase young kids. That's what Chase Young has been doing all day long as he gets the stop for Washington. There's not a lot of time left, only 4.5 minutes as the Commanders look to chew clock. Howell's going to have to throw it away after being sent heavy pressure from Damar Hamlin. So the Dragons are going to get likely one more offensive possession today. 3rd and 12. Wilson on the run. Takes his time and is incomplete as he tries to get it to Will Dissly. On 4th down, again, what did the Dragons have to lose? They might as well go for it. Wilson's pass is broken up. He had Thomas open, but did not put enough juice on that pass, and that's pretty much how this game would end. The Washington Commanders will win it 27-10 as the St. Louis Dragons lose their first game in team history. There was a little bit to like and, well, a lot not to like. The team overall did not play all that well today, which, I mean, what did we expect? It's everybody's first game here together. I would say the biggest positive, though, really for both of these teams has to be the quarterback play. I mean, Sam Howell was phenomenal. Our defensive backs couldn't cover, our defensive linemen couldn't rush the passer, and our linebackers couldn't do either. Because of that, Sam Howell had himself a day. As for Zach Wilson, I honestly thought he was pretty good. Considering we didn't have the run game and the offensive line struggled and the defense struggled, I thought Zach Wilson played really well. We need our skill position guys to step up. We need more out of the run game. We need the other receivers outside of Michael Thomas to play better. And if they can, then maybe we really have something here with Zach Wilson, who played about as good as we could ask. We only had 1 sack. We didn't send much pressure. No turnovers from either team. and certainly an unfortunate way to start the season, but again, it's our first game as a team. This is to be expected, and I guess it could have been worse. If Zach Wilson had played horribly, maybe we would have gotten completely blown out of the water. As we take a look at the Week 1 scores, the biggest surprise has to be the Lions beating Kansas City on the road. How about those Motor City Kitties? The players of the week feature Sam Howell. I guess that's just kind of where our defense is at. We're letting the lowest rated starting quarterback in the league win the player of the week. New York Football Giants are our opponent here in Week 2. They've obviously got a great run game with Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones, the $160 million man at quarterback. If you thought our offense was bad in Week 1, the New York Giants got shut out on Sunday Night Football by the Dallas Cowboys. So the Giants have something to prove here, and we've got a lot to show too. It's our home opener. The St. Louis fans have gotten this place to sell out despite the fact that the weather is awful. So we've got to put on a show for the fans and make them, not regret sitting in the rain for 3 hours. That's not a great start. D'Onta Foreman loses 4. He's wrapped up by the All-Pro Dexter Lawrence. Sexy Dexy, one of the best defensive players in the league. So the Giants will get the ball, 3rd and 7. Jones under pressure, he is sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah and Joseph Osai with half a sack each. The defensive line had 0 sacks last week against Washington, so to get one here on the first drive is really encouraging. Drive number 2 for the Dragons offense will start with a nice run here by D'Onta Foreman. He'll get the first down to the 44-yard line. Good run for a gain of around 12 or 13. On 2nd and 6, Wilson hands it off for DeAndre Swift, and he loses 4. It's Sexy Dexy once again, Dexter Lawrence, who brings him down, and it's now a 3rd and 10. Wilson looks to throw, and his pass is intercepted. Cordell Flott picks it off. That's the first turnover of the season for Zach Wilson, and the Giants will get the ball back. It was a 3rd down, so I don't think that turnover is completely the end of the world, but it was not a great throw. Wilson did not accurately point his pass, and the Giants get the ball back, and they're looking to move it. Darren Waller brings it to the 38-yard line. Good gain by the star tight end. 3rd and 4 now from the 32, over halfway through the first quarter. No score so far here in St. Louis at the Dragons' Den, as it's Waller again to the 19. The Dragons clearly have had a lot of trouble with covering tight ends so far. Last week it was Logan Thomas. This week it is a significantly bigger challenge with Darren Waller. Nice throw from Jones. It's caught by Paris Campbell for a New York Football Giants touchdown. And the Giants are on the board first. They will lead at 7-0. We'll see if the Dragons offense can respond as it's caught on 3rd and 6 by Michael Gallup. He will not get the first down as Ojulari is hurt for the Giants. And St. Louis would ultimately elect to punt the ball. I get it was a 4th and inches, but it's really risky to go for it this early inside the 50. So the Giants have it back. Here's Saquon Barkley with a nice run to the 36. And the Giants are moving it well once again. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It is a 3rd and 9 for Big Blue. Daniel Jones looks to throw it. He's under a little bit of pressure, rolls out to the right, and he throws it away. Levi Onwuzurike sends pressure into the backfield, and the Giants are going to be forced to kick. It's a 52-yarder, far from a gimme, especially considering the rain, but Graham Gano will split the uprights, and the Giants lead at 10-0 going into the second quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Dragons. Wilson looks to throw it, rolls out to the left. Wilson hoping for a big play, taking his time. He has an open man. Downfield, it's Denzel Mims to the 30. What a play for the Dragons offense. Zach Wilson takes his time. He waits for somebody to get open, and Denzel Mims makes an awesome grab. 2nd and 1. Wilson looking for the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Khalil Shakir. These hips don't lie. It's a touchdown for the St. Louis Dragons, and it's 10-7. That is Zach Wilson's first touchdown of the year, and it is a 3-point game. The Giants will get the ball back as it's a handoff for Barkley, and he loses 2. Stuffed in the backfield by Devin White. 3rd and 10 now for the Giants. We'll see if they can get another conversion. Jones looks to throw it under pressure. He is sacked. Javon Kinlaw, the former first-round pick out of the University of South Carolina, brings him down. The Dragons would get the ball back. They're already moving it down the field pretty well as it's a play-action fake. Wilson drops back under pressure. He is sacked. Dexter Lawrence again. He has been unbelievable today for the Giants. 3rd and 11. Wilson looks to throw it. He's under some pressure, rolls out to the right side, throws it off his back foot. It's incomplete. He had Michael Thomas open, but he threw the ball way too late. Should have been intercepted by the defense. He's lucky that that was not a turnover. So the Giants will get the ball back. About 4.5 to go in the first half. Daniel Jones up the middle, connects with Isaiah Hodgins, the breakout star from last year, for a first down. Now from the 47, 1st and 10 for Big Blue. Jones hands it off for Barkley. He is lit up like a Christmas tree. Devin White, again, has been very active in the run game for the Dragons defense today, and it is a 3rd and 12. Jones looks to throw it. He's going to launch a prayer, and it is incomplete for Hodgins. Good defense by St. Louis, and they will get it back on offense with another chance to potentially tie or take the lead. 2nd and 4, it's DeAndre Swift to the outside. Swift with a big run as he's pushed out at the 39 for a gain of roughly 15 yards. The Dragons have to continue putting the ball in DeAndre Swift's hands. He's the most dynamic player on the roster. 3rd and 10, short pass is going to be broken up, trying to get it to Foreman. Zach Wilson could not find anybody open on that play, and the Giants will get it back with under a minute left in the half. Here's Jones. He'll go short. It's caught by Darren Waller. Woo! Nice little juke move. Breaks a tackle. And Waller brings it inside the 45 before getting injured on the play. From the 18-yard line now, there's only 16 seconds left on the clock. The Giants have one timeout. Jones under a lot of pressure. It's caught by Sterling Shepard. He'll bring it to the 5, and the Giants are going to waste some time and then call their last timeout. I would have called the timeout immediately and try to go for the end zone with 8 or 9 seconds left, but the Giants just want to assure they score. The field goal is good for Gano, and it is a 13-7 game going into halftime. There are some areas for the Dragons that have really improved. They've ran the ball pretty well, and the pass rushes look significantly better. Let's take a look at our halftime report as we will start in Los Angeles, a couple of our NFC West rivals. The Niners look awfully shaky so far this year. Now, they do lead the Rams 7-6 with a beautiful touchdown here from Brock Purdy to Brandon Ayuk. But San Francisco does not look overly sharp, and they're in danger of losing to the Rams. In Buffalo earlier today, the Bills would win their second game of the year, 28-7, capped off by a beautiful touchdown from Josh Allen to his number 1 wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. The Bills likely will be atop the AFC East once again. And in the Motor City, the Seahawks ruined the Lions' early season fun with a nice touchdown here by Tyler Lockett off the screen. Seattle beats Detroit 27-24, both teams 1-1 on the year. As we go into the second half, we're only down by 6. It's a winnable game, and we've ran the ball a lot better than we did last week. The problem is Zach Wilson does not look overly sharp, so I want to continue to run the ball, especially considering the weather conditions. Defensively, we've got to be able to continue to stop Saquon Barkley. The run defense has been really good so far. Let's keep it going here in half number 2. The Giants will kick off the half with the football as it's a 3rd and 9. Daniel Jones up the middle, connects with Isaiah Hodgins for the first down. Hodgins plays the role of the big slot. He plays inside mostly, despite the fact that he's one of the tallest receivers on the team. Short throw on first down. Barkley is pounded in the backfield by Jeff Okudah for a loss of 3. 3rd down and 12 now for the Giants. Jones alone in the backfield, looking to throw it. Goes up the middle with a strike for Isaiah Hodgins again. Would have been nice to see Rock Ya-Sin try to make a play on that ball as the Giants would bring it all the way to the goal line at the 1. 2nd and goal. Saquon Barkley in the zone, and he's in the end zone as well for a New York Giants touchdown. The G-Men are back up by 2 scores, and they will look to go for 2. Trying to make it a clean 14-point lead as Daniel Jones' pass will be caught. Nice grab by Paris Campbell. That was good coverage, but Campbell makes a really nice catch, and it's 21-7. The offense has it back. First play of the new drive. It is a handoff for DeAndre Swift. He loses 4 more yards. Dexter Lawrence is a one-man wrecking crew. My God, is he good. 3rd and 14 now. Here is Wilson. His pass is completed for a first down into the hands of Denzel Mims. Good throw and catch to keep the drive going. Mims has had a couple of big plays today for the offense. First down, handoff to the outside for Deontay Foreman. He'll cut up field and gets it to the 33. The offense appears to be in business here on this drive as Deontay Foreman continues to have a very productive game. 3rd and 3. Wilson looks to pass it. He's going to roll out to the right side. He's going to look to run with it and throws it away as he can't find anybody open. He was nearly sacked by Dexter Lawrence again. So that'll bring out the field goal team. You can make the argument that the Dragons could have considered going for it, but they just want some more points. Cameron Dicker's kick is good, and it's now 21-10. The Giants will get the ball back. 1.5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter to go. Jones under pressure, avoids the sack, still on his feet, and he's eventually brought down by Kinlaw again. There's one problem. There's a flag. It's a face mask on Javon Kinlaw. I don't entirely blame him because both Jelani Tavai and Rock Ya-Sin should have gotten the sack before Kinlaw was there, but still, a very unfortunate penalty. Here's Barkley. He's still in the zone with a huge run as he gets it to the 43 before being wrapped up by Darnell Savage. 2nd and 9, 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Jones will hand it back off for Barkley up the middle, breaks a tackle. That's a 1st down again. Darnell Savage once more with the tackle. And we are now in the 4th quarter. The Dragons trail 21-10. Play action fake. Jones will connect. It's Paris Campbell. He's in the end zone again. His 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And the Giants extend their lead. A big start to the 4th quarter for New York. It's 28-10. So the Dragons get it back. Short throw is caught by Michael Thomas before he is hit hard, but he does get the 1st down. 3rd and 6, 9 minutes to play. Wilson looks to throw it. His pass is incomplete, trying to get it to Khalil Shakir. On 4th down, the Dragons would choose to go for it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a 3-score game. Why not? Will Dissly was open, but Zach Wilson misfires on the pass. Gotta make that throw. That's an easy 1st down. So the Giants get the ball back, 2nd and 11. It's going to be a play action. Jones under pressure, and he will be sacked. Levi Onwuzurike in the backfield to bring him down. Levi's a really talented player. He's just got to stay healthy, something he's been unable to do with the Lions. So the offense has it back, but not for long. It's intercepted by Bobby Okereke. He will take it all the way for a pick 6, and the Giants extend their lead. Wilson's 2nd interception of the game. The offense will return, but with a new face at quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky has checked into the game. Don't view this as Zach Wilson getting benched. View this as the Dragons are experimenting. Early 4th down, Sean Tucker will get the 1st down as he gains 6. I'm curious to see what Mitchell Trubisky can do here with this new opportunity as on 3rd down. Trubisky gets it up the middle for Deontay Foreman. That's good for around 16 yards. Following play, Trubisky scrambles to the right. He's under a lot of pressure. Trubisky goes downfield. It's caught by Thomas. Breaks a pair of tackles. He's in for a touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 1st score as a St. Louis Dragon. What a play by Mitchell Trubisky. And an even better move after the catch by Michael Thomas. It's now 35-17, and that's pretty much all she wrote. The Giants get the win. They are 1st of the year. As for our St. Louis Dragons, we will fall to 0-2. There were some more positives today for sure. A lot of areas that we needed to clean up from the Washington game, we did. And I really feel like there was some improvement today. You know who did not improve, though? Zach Wilson. He was pretty bad. He was certainly worse than Daniel Jones, who had a lot better of a game than he did in Week 1. As for Wilson, he just was nowhere near as accurate as he was in the first game. We bring Mitchell Trubisky in, and he was really impressive. Do we have a potential quarterback controversy brewing here into our next game? Saquon Barkley had a big second half. Our run game was solid as well. Michael Thomas with another good game of the air. And defensively, the star of the show was Dexter Lawrence. 6 TFLs. That's a lot. Javon Kinlaw with 2 sacks, 2 TFLs. Devin White also with 2 TFLs. I think White and Kinlaw were certainly our 2 best defensive players, which makes it all the more unfortunate that Javon Kinlaw is injured along with Cameron Fleming. Fleming broke his ribs and Javon Kinlaw tore his labrum. Both will likely be missing the next 3 weeks. As we take a look at the scores around the rest of the league in Week 2, the most interesting result is the Niners losing to the Rams. The Rams are 2-0, while the Niners are 0-2. Here's a look at your players of the week. No Giants are there, so that's progress, and that'll wrap up today's episode. The Dragons start their season 0-2, and if you thought today was hard, next episode might be even worse. We've got the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Bengals, 3 of the best teams in the league. We are in for a major challenge, and I'm excited to see how our team responds. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.